So the advantage of this is that even though your survey is in multiple languages, all the results are kind of combined into one. So whether someone says we or yes or yeah or whatever the translation for an answer is, all of those results are combined together, and then they can be split out obviously by language or by country if you want to do that. Alright, so with advanced surveys you've got kind of advanced features for surveys like context-sensitive functionality. We can do branching, text piping, answer filtering. I'll show you those in my survey demo in a minute. We've got advanced logic scripting language, so we've got our own kind of special JavaScript language that we've developed, special functions to do certain things in eMarketing for the advanced users. And now everything in advanced surveys can be done by kind of ordinary users, so to speak, but the advanced functionality is there for people who want to really kind of get under the hood and do special things within their survey. And we've also got style sheet support, so we can completely rebrand a survey by just changing a style sheet. I'll show you that in the demo as well. So what is advanced surveys? The results for the survey, as with eMarketing, are available immediately upon deployment. So if someone fills in a survey and gives specific answers, you can go in and look at their answers straight away. The results are represented in different ways, using flex graphs, HTML charts, and so on. You can look at the results by individual respondent. Results can be filtered just to show you the results that you're interested in. And we've got full export functionality as well, so you can export your data as CSV files or XML documents or whatever. Alright, so there's an example of the reporting. You can see it's just a nicely represented pie chart with the different options listed at the bottom for what the legend on the bottom. So what's new in advanced surveys? We've got multi-browser support. So with the new version of advanced surveys, it works on all browsers, on all platforms. We've got a new drag and drop designer, which I'll show you in the demo. We've got custom meta tags for publishing surveys to Facebook, and you can also embed surveys on Facebook tabs as well. You've got an autoresponder for selected answers, which is quite cool. So this means that if you're sending out a customer satisfaction survey and someone gives you a particularly bad rating, said that they rated your product or your company or something 0 or 1 out of 5, you might want to contact those people straight away and try and help them out or try and kind of recover the situation. So you can set up an autoresponder. If someone gives you a particularly bad answer, you can set up advanced surveys so that it automatically sends you an email when someone gives you a bad rating. So you can kind of be on top of it straight away with this automated email. We've got quota management, so you can kind of cap at 500 responses, for example, if you want to do that. We've a new content editor. We've closed loop confirmations, which means that when someone takes a survey, we send them a confirmation email to say, all right, can you confirm that these are your responses? They click a button, and then they become confirmed responses. And we have support for Net Promoter Score as well. So this allows you to track who is kind of for or against your product using a special 10-point scale. So if someone gives you a rating of 9 or 10, they're promoters. If they give you a score of 7 or 8, they're kind of in between, kind of indifferent, and less than that are kind of demoters, basically. So we can track that as a metric for your survey. Okay, so we've got tag cloud analysis. So with free text questions, people typing an answer in their own words, you can see the words that come up the most in those free text questions are shown in bigger text in your campaign results. We've got new interactive question types like slider questions and ranking questions, which I'll show you in a minute. And we've got new export functionality, so you can minimize the export data if you want, so just export exactly what you need. And we've got enhanced FTP options. You can FTP, and you can set it up so that results are sent to a secure FTP site. We can log in and just grab them. So exports can be automated as well. The geolocation stuff is in surveys as well, so you can see exactly where someone was when they took your survey. But you can look at by the whole survey, or you can look by individual respondent as well. So before I go on to the deployment options, I'll just jump into the survey demo. I'll show you a quick video. My colleague Tony, the back there, has just joined us.
Hello and welcome back to Tony's Effective Guide to Online Marketing. In my last video, I showed you how to use email marketing and its simplicity for boosting sales. Today I'm going to review my next strategy for keeping customers with online surveys. We will use these to understand your customers' needs and address any issues that they may have in real time. Doing this the right way will drive more
let's just jump into the survey demo then, very quickly. So as I said, the survey tool is integrated with your eMarketingSAAS.com account. It's accessed by clicking the surveys link at the top here. There we go. So it's the same kind of interface. So if you're familiar with eMarketing, you recognize a lot of the features that you see here. So I'm going to work with this surveys module here first. And I want to show you a demo survey that we have set up, just to show you some of the features of advanced surveys. So I'm going to preview this particular demo survey here. All right, let's maximize the screen here. So the first question type, this is one of our new question types here. It's a Likert slider question. So you can slide the bar across the top here to select a particular rating, or you can click on a rating as well just to select that. Okay. The next question demonstrates text piping and branching. So branching is where you can show and hide individual questions based on a previous answer selected in your survey. So if I pick one of these answers for the rating question here, it pops up a hidden question on the screen to say, what do you like best about American Airlines, or the answer that I selected there. And this question is also a demonstration of text piping. So if I click down to the different airlines here, you can see the question down underneath it changes dynamically to show you the free text question that's relevant to that. And this isn't 7 different questions here. This is one question where we're dynamically piping the name of the answer, or the actual answer, into the text of the free text question. So we'll just say something like comfortable. Okay. The next example down is answer filtering. So answer filtering, again, is another context-sensitive question type, where by selecting answers for this checkbox question, it asks me to rate or to give additional information about that particular answer. So if I pick, as I pick these options here on the checkbox question, it pops up an extra line on the questions that follow that enable me to select the answers that are just relevant to me. All right. And then the next question type is a rank sort. So these are questions where you drag the items from the left column to the right column. So you can see that there. You just drag them in order of preference, and you actually re-rank these once you've added them as well. So it's very, very easy to do. All right. And then the last question type here is an input matrix. So this is a combination of a Likert question, where you've got kind of 2 pieces of information that you want to provide information on, and it combines that with a drop-down question, so I can specify the number of times that I've flown with a particular airline. All right. Click on the next button to go to page 2, and page 2 is just a simple demographic form. Again, this is the type of form that you can just drag and drop onto your survey, and it will just work straight away. There's no complex setup with this particular type of table, with this particular type of form in your survey. So I'll put in my name. All right. Finish button, and the results are captured. So the results are captured, as I said, in real time, the same way as eMarketing, so I can show you those responses in a few minutes. So let me work with the survey, with the little hammer icon here. And as with eMarketing, you've got different tabs across the top of the screen that represent the different parts of the module that I'm working with. So here you see we've got special tabs for questions, pages, deployment, for the styling, for sections, and for final pages as well. So adding questions is as simple as clicking the bulk add button. So with the bulk add